So everybody needs to come closer. So as I like to say to everybody, come into the parlour, said the spider to the fly. I'm Lady Andromeda. Now, I got a lot to say, and I'm going to be quick. This talk is going to be a whole plethora of things. We might get channel messages. I might pick some of yous lot out. Receive the message. I am a medium. I'm also a dom, and I'm also a healer. I do womb cleansing, tarot readings. I don't really need tools, but I usually use the tools for just joke. I say what I need to say, and then I normally go poof and disappear into the night. But when you catch me, you catch me. I'm very much a checkpoint. What I will say is, hello and welcome. And I want everybody to take a nice, deep breath in. And breathe it out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Welcome. So, there's going to be a few things I'm going to talk about. My guides have come in and they're like, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. Some of it is going to be making absolute no sense to you. That's okay. Some of it is going to hit profoundly deeply. But one thing I do know about my stuff, there's layers to it. So it might not make sense right here, right now, but it might make sense in 6 months from now. We all know we're closing out a cycle. We've all had tears, we've had heartbreaks, we've had betrayals. But what I do know, everything happens for a reason. We've come to heal, and that's what kink does, doesn't it? When you can be authentically yourself, in your truest self, you really hit your truest potential. And when we're playing or practicing our rituals, in whichever capacity we do what we do, you know, whether we go into situations and it's a new experience for us and we're pushing boundaries and we're healing ourselves. Other times it can be just holding the space for people in the most simplest conversation. It can also just be something that you just want to explore and have fun with, you know? And it's what your spirit needs at the end of the day. You don't always know why and why you're drawn to stuff. But when you're drawn to that stuff, you're drawn to that stuff. And it's safe to explore and also to remember to protect yourself, because some of the play experiences that we have are deeply spiritual. Because how many of you have had experiences here where you've cried? There you go. But you felt immense joy in that release. So that thing there is deeply important. Journal. Someone in here needs to journal. You need to start writing down some of the stuff that you're experiencing and doing. Yeah, it's you. Sorry, I told you we were going to have some fun today. Someone wants to know about altars. Altars can be the most simplest thing. It's of somebody that you love and care for that may have passed. I'm a medium, so sometimes I'll get clients, we'll have our session, but I have to tell them messages from their loved ones that have passed. So, a little basic altar for everybody. If you've got a picture of somebody that you love that's passed, just put it up. Doesn't matter whether it's a shelf, it's a the top of somewhere, anywhere. But that's just you honouring them. Altars can come in many different formats. So some of you lot can see I've got like a little temporary altar here. And this is the ancestral altar. I talk about the ancestors for a very specific reason. Our ancestors are there to protect us and love us. And we all should honour them too. You know, in however you do what you do, they're always here supporting you, whether you know it or not. Whether you're drawn to doing something and you don't really know why. 9 times out of 10, it's just them giving you a gentle nudge to do what needs to be done. Oh, we've got a lot of dreamers in this house as well. Some of you are not listening to the dreams that you get. They've got keys and knowledge. And some of you need to share those keys and knowledge. Do not second guess yourself in that. Everybody has a gut instinct. Everybody is intuitive. And I tend to find most people who are kinky are far more intuitive than they actually realize. So we've all been in experiences or met people and we just don't like that person's energy. Honor it. You don't have to second question it. It's your journey and your life. Do what you need to do. Sorry. Some of my ancestors are very funny. And some of you lots are as well. All I can hear is somebody's ancestor going, tell him, tell him, tell him. Everybody's got a bath, and the bath is very much about love, as it is Valentine's this month. But the first type of love starts with self. We have to be honest with ourselves. A lot of us are going through certain things right now. Let them go. Let them go. We're closing out cycles. Just like today is the last lamb before it turns 20. So a lot of us are in a very much a rebirthing season. We're getting rid of things that don't serve us no purpose because we all got dragged last year. No one can sit in this room and tell me they did not get their ass bust by the universe. Because trust me, the universe came for me swinging. Even to the point of last week where I was in a flood of tears. But I will say that flood of tears was so deeply healing for me. And it was stuff that I knew I had to let go. Ideologies, viewpoints. It was just a sack of shit that I was holding on to, which fucking deserved to go. Unapologetically. You know? Because this coming year, when we have lunar moon year, it's going to be a warm time. Because if you don't let go of it, better believe it will bust your ass. It's a horse. And we all know horses are very majestic, very pretty. But when they're ready to pick up pace and gallop, be fucking ready. And I'm unapologetic with my mouth, so I should have really put that disclaimer in. But hey, we move. Sometimes we feel, especially with BDSM, that we really want something, but it isn't the right time. Things need to be orchestrated and aligned effectively. Remember that. You'll meet people that will come from your past, but into the future, which will have relevance from your past. Trust it. Trust it. It might not make sense, but if you always want to know if you're on the right path and the right way, something from your past, whether it be a name, a memory, it will work and it will make sense. You, Mrs. Lady, yeah, you with your hand in your mouth. Got a message from you. Which way are you going? We're doing a bit of... I don't want my tits to drop out. This is on YouTube. Stop second-guessing yourself. Trust the process. Let that shit go. And it ain't serving you no purpose. You know what you know, yeah? Your guides are very loud. And do the things that you need to create because the world needs it. Yeah? Thank you. That was a bit random. We're going to have random. If it's not Lady Andromeda and some kind of randomness, it doesn't make no sense. Keep going. I know that you don't necessarily know where you're going. It's faith, not sight. You've got to work from here, not here. And that is the most scariest thing to do. I understand. Trust me, I'm here having to yap. Believe you me, it wasn't something I designed, but the universe has given us all gentle nudges to be where we need to be, because we're in a Kali Ma time. We've got a lot of chaos energy, a lot of destruction. Some of my ancestors, they're Hindus. So that's why I say what I say. It's dark, but we've all got light. We've all got a light to illuminate. And when we're playing and doing BDSM, it's very dark at times, but you're all the light within your own situations. And don't forget that. You know, that's very important, why we do what we do and why LAM is here as a community space. We've all got our own journeys, our own experiences in our kink, in our BDSM, whichever way you do what you do, I will say. I don't mean to be a drag, but, you know, I'm coming to the really boring bit. Shadow work. You know that stuff that you don't really want to face? It's time to face it unapologetically. The things that don't serve us no purpose, chuck them. Reorganizing the things that we need to do, reorganize them. Because everybody's going to need it. Some of the things that we're coming into, it might not be your trauma you're carrying. It might be the epigenetics. It might be your grandparents. It might be your mother. It might be one of your ancestors along your bloodline that you don't actually know. You know? Figure it out. It's very easy to. Whether you ask the universe to put that energy out, however you do your thing. Whether you're a Christian, pray about it. Whether you're a pagan, you might do some rituals. Lord knows I like a good ritual. But those things are really important. You know? And sometimes the most hardest thing to do is to be really honest with ourselves. That's why shadow work is not nice. I don't believe in top cleaning when it comes to doing healing work. Dig out the trenches. We're all in the trenches. We can see the downfall of everything that's fucking around at the moment in the world. But we're all our own house. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. We're all on a learning experience, and it's all a learning journey, innit? And it's loving. You gotta learn to love it. Because trust me, I could tell you some stories, but we'll be here until tomorrow morning. And I don't think no one wants to be here hearing me yap until tomorrow morning. But it's about being truthful. It's about being intentional. And it's about being authentically yourself. And the people who really love you, they might be a bit pissed at first. That's normal, because you're redefining the boundaries. But those that really love you, they're going to support you. They might walk away for a minute, but they're going to support you. Okay. Shadow work can be done in many different formats, whether it's you going to a counselor, whether you're walking on a journey and you're just unprocessing and unlearning. That's okay. Whichever way that you feel comfortable in doing that work, please do it. Because you know what? That's your testimony. Your experiences are going to be there to help others in ways that you may think, oh, this is just so insignificant. But that really may be the catalyst and the change that someone might need. Please remember that. We're all boots on the ground in all different ways. The universe, God, will use you in whichever capacity they need to use you. It might feel something really insignificant, but it's not to that person, whoever you choose to help. People will come into your lives in all different ways. Honor them, respect them, but boundary game needs to be strong. Please and no. I'm talking to you ladies because, you know, we're all grown in a way that we're supposed to be doing for everybody. And sometimes that's not it. Sometimes we've got to see people suffer, as painful as it is, because they're not going to grow. And I generally, even when I don't like people, I just want everybody to be the best version of themselves for themselves. And I think that's the most important thing when we are talking about our spirituality and our practices. You will find the keys, the reciprocity in ways that may vanilla people feel unorthodox, but they're completely normal. Don't forget that. Yeah, I'm coming to you. As we had our conversation earlier, innit? But I have to share it. Sorry, not sorry. As your ancestors so rightly said, be the best version of yourself, unapologetically, and keep living in your truth. And I think that's a message for everybody. Don't cry, because you're going to make me want to fuck up my makeup. But I understand. We will talk. Some of you lot have got too much expectations. Just be present. Don't worry about the ifs, the buts, the maybes. Sometimes, last year taught me, I just had to move in faith. And I'm a seeing child. I could see everything for everybody else, but I couldn't see stuff from my own timeline. And that was the most terrifying thing for me. But my friend kept on saying, Andromeda, just be present. Be present in the experience of life. Because sometimes it will just get us down. Sorry, just feel a little bit emotional. Yeah, it's you. Yeah, you. He loves the things that you're doing, your uncle. I'm sorry, I can't. He said, keep shining and keep doing what you're doing. He's proud of you. And never stop being you. There's a lot of communities. They need you. And they look up to you. Keep being that person, unapologetically. Because the wisdom that you have and the wisdom that you give, you're like me. You just disregard it like, nah, it is what it is. Good. I'm glad. We need more people like you. We need more honesty, more realness, more truthfulness. And it's not going to be nice. But truth doesn't have to be. It's just the truth. Just depends on the pretty words that you put together to give it to said person. But I personally prefer the bitterness of the truth than the sweetness of a life. And I'm sure everybody can understand that. Sorry, I feel like I'm rambling a bit, but my guides have got me here, there, and everywhere. Judgment is upon us in more ways than one. We're all going to be judged for the things that we do, but just make sure that you're being truthful to you and you're moving in a level of integrity, because that's what the world needs right now. Honesty and integrity. Oh, by the way, everybody got a little bath. That's my little Valentine's gift to you people. It is... Now, you're not going to try and make me cry. I don't want crying. That's a bit, I don't do feelings. I'm an Aries. It's an Epsom salt bath, but it's got rose petals and black poppy petals. So it's about cleansing, the salt, and the love, and also luck. Sheer dumb blind luck. So a bit like Harry Potter, when he goes to go and get that last piece of key for Dumbledore, when he goes to visit Slughorn, liquid luck. Yeah, I'm a Harry Potter lady. I'm spiritual. What more can I say? That is for everybody to use whenever they wish, whether it be for Valentine's or not. But it's about the first love that you have is with yourself. That relationship is so important, because if you're not loving yourself, it just don't make no sense at all. So that's my gift to everybody. Take it with love. Enjoy the bath. I had a bath of it last night. It was all right. I had some good dreams. Saw some bullshit too. But everybody, it's designated for you and what you need, because it's not about me, it's about you. And I will say that. It's whatever your spirit and your soul needs for that time. You'll know when to use it, unapologetically. Well, I've done all my yapping now. I've had enough. No, I haven't really, but I have generally come to the end of my talk. I just wanted to say to everybody, thank you for listening. And does anybody have any questions? You can put your hand up, it's fine. Oh gosh, go for it.
It's not quite fully kink related, but in terms
It's
of
fine.
ritual,
Mm-hmm.
how much do you connect to, I don't know if you subscribe to a certain religion or practice?
Well, I don't really put... Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know if you subscribe to any religion or practice, but when it comes to ritual in or outside of kink, I'm more so thinking outside of kink. What do you go in with intention? Do you have certain tools that like might be sort of like open to?
Okay, yeah. I get you. Okay, bet. So for me, I am a Christian, but I did a lot of unpacking. I'm not here to push my religion on people, because that's not my motive. When I'm working with my clients, when I'm doing healing, sometimes it might align. My guides will be like, yo, that one there is a Muslim. I'm like, okay. That one there, they do traditional pagan practices. I'm like, okay, cool. That's part of how I maneuver for each individual. But what I do, particularly when I'm playing, if I'm sessioning, because I'm a pro dom, I'll set my intention with my sprays. So I actually have an online shop, shameless plug. So because a lot of places I can't burn incense, but if I'm in my own space, I can burn incense, because I like to set that kind of intention where, as you saw me all walking around spraying, that was my intention. to keep everybody safe and free. So I set that space, and then we all do our rituals. Because I know when I'm playing, if it's somebody's coming to tell me about caning, I'm like, oh, let's get all the canes out and line them out nicely. And I'll get all my tools so that they're accessible in my play. And I think that's very important, to just have that logical thought process. I'll give you an example. So I went to Pedestal over on Thursday night, and basically I had a good time. I'd set my intention before I started to play, because I was talking and playing with a gentleman. And I'm very much about connection. I like to look into people's eyes. I like everybody to breathe. That's why I got everybody grounded and made everybody breathe in and breathe out, so you can connect to me. So I know that it's sacred. I cover us in a portal of light, because that's how I do things. Or I might put it in a blue light, if that's wherever I'm playing in that space. So, for example, I use a lot of commercial dungeons, and I'll set that intention. I've got my playlist that I like to play my music. I'm sure we've all got a playlist that we like to play our music when we're playing, and the ritual of it. And those things are very important. They're about connecting you to your play, you know? And then we step into the chat, so to speak. For me, when I'm playing, it's not until I've got that person, if I don't have a collar, they're breathing with me and being very quite intimate. And then we play. But I'm holding space. I know that's quite sacred. So I can just allow the sub to be in any which way. Make sense? Good. And then when we're finished playing, I'll make them connect back with me, and we'll do the 3 breaths in and breaths out, and then take off the collar, and then ground it back in. But I'll set the intention, I'll pray. That's very much my thing. I'll ask God, their ancestors, my ancestors, to hold that sacred space that we're able to coexist in, and that they get to enjoy it as much as I do. Because sometimes things pop up. I've had experiences where clients have had inner child traumas that I've had to deal with, where I've caned somebody and then they sat down and they was like, I'm so sorry, mummy, and they started crying. And I just had to stop doing what I was doing and just step into that space and say, it's okay, my darling, mummy forgives you, you know, which is very intimate, but equally it's very powerful, you know. So that's why I always will say to people, pick the person from here, from their heart space. Don't think with your bits. Have a wank, then pick. Because, you know, when you've had a wank, you've got clear head after that. You're thinking logically, not with your bits. Makes sense. Trust me, there's a lot of wanking that goes on in my house. That's how I don't get myself into trouble. So you can do it in that way. In other ways, you can also do it in a ritual where you can put your name in a crystal grid, which I find sometimes very useful. You know, if you know that you're going to play and you want to release certain things, put the crystals around your name, your date of birth. Very simple, but also very effective, you know, because you will know everything's a cycle. Sometimes you will have something that pops up that needs to be healed. When it comes up, you can use that grid and explore your play and work through that trauma. But you've got to be in the right space with the right person, and that they're able to keep you safe and hold you. That's very important. So yeah, I hope that helps. Makes sense. If you have any other questions, come ask me after, yeah? So that's it. Miss Lady, did you want to ask me another question?
Well, no,
Okay, that's fine. I can give you something else. I've got a box of tricks. I'm Mary Poppins over there, carpet bag. You'd be amazed what the fuck's in that bag. There's always something in, there's always something. I've always got something. So don't worry, I got you. So, after 3, I need everybody to do their breathing exercises again. So breathe with me. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. I'm Lady Andromeda. And that was my BDSM and spiritual talk, which went on a real random jaunt. But hey, we're here for the good times and the fun. So thank you, everybody.